Okay, so good afternoon, ma'am. How are you? How the day has been so far?
Yeah, very good afternoon, and thank you. You have chosen me to speak you with a few, but my day is going well. There is nothing new, same as usual. I was looking for someone to speak, so finally I got opportunity to talk to you. So how about you?
Oh,
How are you?
it's my pleasure. Yeah, yeah, these days are really going pretty well because I'm also connecting with a lot of people over audio calls, over video calls. So these days are giving me a lot of happiness, I can say. So we are meeting for the very first time. Let us introduce each other. So may I go first? May I introduce myself? So these days, that's I am focusing on that.
Okay,
That's all about
good.
me.
It's good. Very nice. Your name is mentioned over here, Satabdi.
Shatabdi, yes.
How you pronounce Shatabdi?
Yes, in Bengali we say like this, but people, because of their mother tongue influence, they say like Shatabdi. This is how they pronounce it because of their mother tongue influence. So yeah, but in Bengali we say like that Shatabdi.
That's why I asked you, no? Because you told me that you're Bengali.
Yeah,
So I thought it would be not like the way I am reading it is Shatabdi. It should be
yeah.
something different like Shatabdi.
Right, ma'am. Right, right.
Okay, okay. So, shall I introduce
Uh,
myself?
yes, definitely, definitely.
Yeah. My name is Poonam Shukla. I am running a YouTube channel named English with Shukline. And if I talk about my upbringing, my hometown is Kanpur. I born and brought up over there, and I pursued my graduation in Kanpur. But right now, I am living in Delhi from last 18 months, 18 years. And if I talk about my education, I have done graduation, and I worked as a team leader in a BPO for more than 5 years. But from last 9 years, I have not been doing anything except making, keeping my
Okay.
household chores, and if my hobbies are now I have created, I'm getting into the habit of reading books. That is the only hobby, and having a conversation with the different people. That's it all about
Oh,
me.
that's really nice to hear about you. And so you told me that you have inculcated a habit of reading. So what kind of books you are reading these days? Self-help books or what kind of books you are reading?
Yeah, I prefer to read the self-help book. And because I have been living
Okay.
at house, so it's a kind of pressure, a kind of demotivation I started inculcating. So it was damaging my personality. So I thought, yeah, if I read such kind of books, it will help me in both ways. It will not only help my reading habit and my vocab and all the things, but also it will give me some kind of motivation. So right now I am reading self-help like Gaur Gopardas, How to Energize Your Mind. So
Yes.
it's taking too
And
much
reading
time.
Mhm. And reading always helps us in various ways. Like we are expanding our vocabulary when we read books. We come across with a lot of new words. We can pick up those words and we just can use those words in our conversation. And it also helps us to change our perspective, the way we look into the world. It can change a lot. So reading
Yes.
always helps it always helps us to become wise. When you read books, you become wise.
Yeah, I also think so. I couldn't agree more. I feel like whenever I read books, I am not a consistent reader. That is the drawback. I try to get into the habit, but it's not that easy. Sometimes, whenever I start reading, I feel like I have some other task important than this reading. When I watch reel,
Absolutely.
when I watch reel, then I don't feel like, yeah, I have other
Mm-hmm.
important things. But whenever I sit for
Right.
reading, I feel like I have to do this much, I have to do this thing. So it's not that easy. Yeah, but it's still I am trying because I know in order to enhance my communication, reading is also a important tool. But yeah,
Right.
I one thing I definitely get whenever I feel blue, and I'm not in the mood of anything, doing anything. So that time, whenever I read books, immediately I got energized. I don't know what happened. I get kind of energy, a kind of motivation that helps me a lot. In this way, I can definitely say self-help books help a lot person if someone is not feeling good in that way.
Absolutely, definitely, it can help us in many ways. So yeah, I also read book. I also prefer to read books. And you told that when we watch reels, and when we go through some videos on YouTube, or we're scrolling down on Facebook, that time we don't feel that I have a lot of work. But when we
Yeah,
sit for reading books, we feel like we have a lot of work to do. It's not time to read books. Yeah, this
yeah.
happens,
We
and
start
many
feeling
people.
yawning.
Right.
We start
It
getting yawn.
happens.
Yeah.
Right, right. And everybody, it's a problem with this problem face everyone. Nobody wants to read books, and these days in the advancement of technology, nobody prefers to read books.
Yes, yes.
Everyone
Everything is,
tries to watch entertaining things on YouTube, on Facebook, and many other platforms are there now. Right now, are available. So people prefer to watch those kind of things.
but one thing I just want to add, I have observed whenever you scroll reels, when you watch any social media, you just spend your time in this way. After doing that, you always feel guilty. We feel that
Right,
we are
right,
wasting our time, but still we keep on doing this. With the very time we stop doing this, very time we stop our mobile, we feel like guilty that I have spent that much time in doing nothing. It's happened. But next day we do
right.
the same mistake. Next day we do the
Yes,
same mistake. But when you read any book, you always get a kind of accomplishment. If you give more than 30
right.
minutes or 20 minutes, you definitely give a kind of happiness that something I have done good for me. That is the thing.
Absolutely.
But it's not easy
Yes.
to adopt this path.
Yeah, it's not easy to adopt this habit.
Yeah,
Everyone face these problems because nobody can inculcate this habit. It's a big problem for everyone. Nobody wants to read books, but everyone wants to listen to other. And yeah, these days we're also getting a lot of opportunity to listen to a lot of people. So when we're listening,
we cannot run in on a Skype, online mode, yeah, flight mode.
right, right.
Yeah,
So
that
for
is the
that,
issue.
yeah, yes.
Okay, you can
So,
add those videos.
yeah, yeah, definitely. I can
Yeah.
edit. I can edit those videos. Do you edit the videos?
Yeah, I try to. Whatever I have learned till now, I try to put myself best, but it doesn't work. Sometimes I feel like that way. It's quite time consuming. Time consuming, that.
Yeah, absolutely. It will take time. Nobody can be perfect in anything because I also can't edit in proper way. But anyhow, I can manage. My sister is very good at editing and making thumbnails, but I'm not that much good in making thumbnails and editing parts. So I'm also trying to be perfect. And day by day, I will learn. I'm not trying to learn those things in a day. So it will take time a little bit. So I'm giving
Yeah,
that
but
much time to myself.
yeah, you
Yeah.
are the kids of today's generation, huh? So it's not that difficult for
Absolutely.
you. Yeah. For me, people
Yeah,
like me, it's everything I have to learn. Even my daughter, she's 9 years old and she can do better than me.
absolutely. Yeah.
So this
Today's
is the
kids are they are super intelligent. They can do anything on whatever you need. If you ask them to do help, definitely they are going to help you. They are super intelligent and they're very good
yeah.
at technology.
Uh, Whatever I have learned in the 1 week, one day she was just making her PPT and a presentation. So I taught her whatever I have learned. Whatever I got in 1 week, she got in within a 10 minutes. Okay, Mama, I have to do this one, this one, this one. And I was like, okay, I have spent in 1 week to get it. And she just learned in a 10 minutes. So,
Yeah,
this is the thing. And I was feeling that I have learned something very exciting, something new. When I will tell her, she will get excited. But nothing happened. She said, Mama, it's quite obvious. It's not nothing new. It was like I had no words to say. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. It's a generation gap, so I have to accept it. Yes.
Right.
So, yeah. So, Tabdi, can I ask you one thing? I just want to. Yeah.
Yes,
As you
definitely.
told me that you are, graduation in the English literature. Okay. So, what kind of difference do you feel writing and reading a literature and having a conversation in English? How it's quite different to each other?
It's quite different because studying English literature is really difficult. When I took admission in English honors, it was really very tough for me. I wouldn't say it was easy. It was not my cup of tea, but anyhow, I managed. I really worked hard that time and I overcome all those things. And studying English literature is quite different from speaking. If somebody
Yes.
wants to speak in this language, they can just learn some basic rules and they can speak English fluently. But if somebody tells me to that what is the difference between studying English literature and English speaking, so I would say speaking English is more easier than studying English literature. Because in English literature there are a lot of complex texts, you have to understand those all those things, and our professor used to make us understand, and that is why we would understand all those things. But speaking is quite easy. I would say speaking is quite easy, and studying English literature is quite difficult because the language is too tough to understand.
Yes, yeah, terminology and the vocab. You cannot go with the normal vocab. You have to explain
No.
everything in the depth. It should be a
Yes.
meaning. There should be. You cannot go with the normal words and normal sentences.
No.
It's like a poetry. English literature is like you are something telling in the poetry. You have to go into that depth,
Right.
know each and everything.
Absolutely.
So do you feel that your English literature, your knowledge of English speaking is helping you to in the spoken English? As you told me that you are working on your communication.
Yeah, that also helped me a lot. I wouldn't say that didn't help me. That absolutely helped me a lot because I know a lot of words, advanced words. I know a lot of words. So that when because I had to read a lot of books when I took admission in English honors. So for that reason, I had to read a lot of books. So I read a lot of books, and those books helped me a lot to know so many things and so many new words. So yeah, that helped me a lot. I wouldn't say that it didn't help me.
Okay, you are somewhere resemble to the.
Working.
Yeah,
And still I am working on that still, because so many new words you learn every day. In English there are so many new words, you are going to come across with a lot of new words every day. It doesn't matter how
yeah,
many new words you learn every day.
yeah.
Yeah,
When you
so
finish
you
with,
were
you
saying
know,
something.
yeah,
You
I
were
just say
saying.
you. I think there
Mhm.
is some network issue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would
So
be.
I was just saying your voice somewhere resembles to a YouTuber Susmita. No, she's
Oh,
also from Bengal. She speak like in the same way.
what's her name?
I think Susmita Chauhan, I think, and she live in
Karishma Chauhan. Karishma Chauhan.
Karishma. Karishma. I think I am mixing two few YouTuber are one. Karishma Chauhan, I know you had a conversation with her. She also belong to Bengal, but you resemble to another. Like his name is Susmita. I'm not getting the name. You are resembling to her. The way of talking and
Okay.
speaking quite similar. Bengali people
Okay.
had a kind of sweetness in their voice.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
like Rasagolla,
That's
they are famous for Rasagolla. They have sweetness in their voice because of their heritage. I believe that Bengali have their a kind of culture, heritage, and they prefer to listen, sing music. They prefer to learn like all kind of instruments, music, dance. They are quite good
right.
in their heritage, and they are taking it, they are carrying it with their with the family. It's like that. So are you also fond of any singing and dancing, any kind of activity?
Yeah, I used to learn singing. I learned singing from my mother. Even my two sisters, we all learned singing from my mother, and we also know how to play harmonium. And even my mother also knows how to play harmonium. So she taught us. And these days, I don't get that much time, but still, we try to find out some time for singing, and still we sing a lot. Yeah, we all love singing since our childhood. First of all, we learned from our mother, and then we had a teacher, and we used to learn singing from him. And this is how we learn singing actually.
So do you feel any
And
kind of changes? Yeah.
most of the people of Bengal, they learn singing.
Do you feel any kind of changes in the mentality of you Bengalis, kids like teenager like you, adults like you, toward they are running to the Western culture? Do you feel any kind of changes in their mentality? They don't want to learn such kind of things.
Yeah, definitely. Time has been changed, so people are going to they are rushing behind Western culture. If you go to some cities, you would be able to find all those changes in today's generation, girls and boys. Yeah.
Okay. So how you take so? What do you think? We should follow our rituals, culture, and tradition. It is important to bring the legacy forward.
I believe that whatever is good, we should learn those things. If we can learn something good from other culture, we should adopt those things. And if we there are some traditions in our culture, and that is not good for us, that is not good for human beings, that is not good for our society, that is not good for our nation, we should remove all those traditions and all those cultures, and whatever is good for us, whatever is good for our society, nation, we should adopt those culture and those traditions, customs, beliefs. I believe so.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
youth like if you believe such kind of things, then only you can take our legacy and whatever heritage we have to forward. And it is very much important. Our customs, rituals, religion, these are not
Mhm.
only words; they define us. They are our identity. These are not only words. These are our identity. And if you go back, away from your identity, what will happen? You will know you will not get any place because you have left your identity and you are trying to be someone else and you can't be like them. So it's
Right.
happening. So I think kids like is teenager or youngsters like you, they should try to at least learn something, or at least I think admire your culture if you are not adopting. But you should not say anything bad about culture. I have seen many teenagers say they are saying what is in India, India is so backward, see the other country. No, they such kind of thoughts they are having. So if you not love
Okay.
your country, if you not love, respect your people, it's not easy to get respect in the other country. So
Right.
I
Right.
believe being a citizen of any place, or being a citizen of any particular country, love your country first, then think about other things. We can change only the things. Na? You are not ready to do any kind of changes in your country, and you are expecting everything from the country. How it's going to be possible? What's your take?
Yeah, definitely. We should follow our culture. And India, we have lot of we have a great rich cultural heritage. So we shouldn't forget at all. And many people, I have also noticed to share many people that India has this custom. It is not good for us. But I believe that India has a rich cultural heritage, and we should follow that.
Yeah. It's quite good. If you are thinking in this way, it means our future is going in the right way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So, anything else you want to ask?
So when did you start, ma'am, your English learning journey?
Not all, and it's not any particular fixed time that when did I start my journey. It's all about English is like we are always touch with this language. But the matter when did I
Yeah.
started taking it seriously? That now I should try to be a part of my life. So it's happened, I think, few years back when my I gave birth to my daughter. I just want to give her an atmosphere so that she won't face that kind of difficulty which I am facing right now. Despite doing like lot of effort, learning a lot, somewhere we feel that we are not up to. There is many things to learn. You know. So there are many
Right.
things to learn. So I just the main focus was that, but from last 1.5 year, I just trying to take it seriously because I have to go to attend PTM to interact with the teachers. For that point of view is very much important. At least I should know that much so that I can, do conversation. So
Yes,
that is the
definitely.
only motto. Yeah, that is the only motto. Nothing else.
So how long have you been speaking with others? How many months it has been you are speaking with others?
Yeah, I have been using Skype. I think from last 1 month, I have been talking to people from last month. Yeah.
Okay, so you have been only speaking for 1 month, but you are really speaking very well.
No, thank you.
Yes.
Actually, I have been working on through the grammar portion. I have been watching the videos of YouTubers and whatever I have learned through my self practice. I used to do whenever I came across any new word or structure formation. The Google is my best supporter. I make different sentences, in different structure. I just try to make different structure, and sometimes I take the help of Chat GPT and self talk.
Yes,
Sometimes my
yes.
daughter feel like that I am getting mad. She used to tell me, Mama, why are you speaking like this? What are you thinking? Whenever I get any word, and there are a lot of ideas. Sometimes it's happen in our mind. I will speak on this. If I get such kind of question, how would I speak? So I do such kind of thing sometimes. So this way I have only learned. You know.
Okay, that's really great, amazing way to learn. And you have that passion in this age. So you're also putting a lot of effort to learn this language, to be fluent in this language. That is really praiseworthy and really commendable.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not putting that much effort, but what I am trying to just keep connected with this language. That is the thing.
You were consistent on your journey. You were consistent on your journey. That means it's good enough. It's good enough when you were consistent on your journey. You are going to be fluent in this language. Nobody can stop you from achieving your fluency.
Yeah, because what happen
Yeah.
when we sometimes we do more like practice, but if we leave it for the another 5 months or week or 10 days, we feel like we have forgotten each and everything. So for that, it is very much important. Learn little bit, but you have to be consistent. Every day you should learn. At least if you are able to learn only one word, that is good enough. If you got new phrase
Absolutely.
and you are capable enough to use it in your day to day conversation, I think I am going because I have no that particular goal. I have to crack any interview. I have to become a fluent speaker. I have to perform. But adults like you have long things, many things to do. So for that, you need to give more focus.
Right, right.
So you
True.
need to because you have a long journey to go, and this will
Mm.
help you as a. It will be like a step through getting this language. You can go somewhere else. So
Right,
that way,
right.
it's very much important. So this is the only thing I do to enhance my communication. And I have started my YouTube journey 2 months back. I have created my channel
Okay.
2 months back only. Yeah,
That's great. That's great.
yeah.
Okay.
You have a very beautiful smile. I must say.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I hardly praise anyone, but you are have that kind of smile. So I just want to say,
Okay, so I'm really fortunate enough that I have got a compliment from you. Thank
yeah,
you.
I am kind of person who judge people. It's not like in a good bad way, but I
Mhm.
hardly praise anyone, frankly. Not like
Yeah,
that I am rude. It's not like, but it's happened. We cannot find someone like, okay, I should give every time he good comments and remarks. So, but if sometimes you can't stop
okay.
yourself. If you are feeling so, you have to express. So that's why I just did it.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Okay.
So, can we wrap up the session for today? And I would love to connect with you later. And it was really nice
Yeah,
talking to you.
definitely. I would also love because I will keep on watching my watch because my daughter can come anytime. So my focus is over there much, and there is kind of
I can
network issue,
understand.
and there is kind of
Mm-hmm.
network issue also. So we will have definitely a conversation later on.
Definitely. Sure, ma'am. Have a nice
Yeah,
day.
keep
Bye. Take care.
same here. Bye.